For the project, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. So what we're going to do is go through all of these on the project menu. So you go to the project menu, you would first see the topic approval. If you have not submitted your topic yet, please go ahead and do so. You need to do it so I can give you some feedback. So my topic approval that I might submit might be something like if I clicked here, it will take me to the Dropbox. And all I need to say is I wish to create healthcare. And once I'm done, I go ahead and I submit it, and that will be your topic that will be reviewed for approval. Then the next thing is, after you've read the feedback I gave you about your topic, you will go and complete this project info and planning analysis worksheet. And here you see the document. It's telling you we're going to evaluate the project based on your usage of web page elements that we've covered. So you need to use as many as you can that make sense for your website. You would also need to follow the website design practices outlined here, terrymorris.net. Also think about the visual appeal of your site for your target audience. Use appropriate colors, background, white space, and then think about what you're trying to accomplish. And I'll be getting that information from you here. So your website should accomplish that objective. If you're trying to inform, your website should have an informing tone. All right, so these are the criteria used for evaluating your project for the most part. So what you're doing is you're designing a website using the recommended design practices. You will have a home page and at least 4 content pages. So that's a total of 5 pages at a minimum. I don't want more than 8, but I prefer you keep it to no more than 6. If you must go over 6, that's fine, but I really do not want too many pages because when you're presenting, it's going to take up more time for you to present each page. So no more than 8 pages, no less than 5 pages. 6 pages would be the sweet spot if you need to have more than 5. All right. So you're required to create an external style sheet to configure your web page. So your CSS is not going to be in your HTML document. It's going to be in an external style sheet that you create in Notepad and save with .css extension. And then you'll make sure you check your website on multiple browsers. So you check Safari, you check Explorer, check Firefox, and so forth. All right. So here are the things that you really want to answer, and these are the things you really need to write down, because this is kind of like when you're assigned a research paper and you have to do an annotated bibliography where you would have all your sources and then you have brief description about the sources, kind of like giving you a head start on your project. So first, what's the purpose of the site? Once you can put that into words, you've kind of made a commitment. So you need to do that. And then what do you want the website to accomplish? So my purpose could be to inform visitors about volunteers' opportunities in healthcare. Okay. What do I want the website to accomplish? Hoping that after visitors view the information, they would consider signing up for volunteer opportunities at places like WellStar, places like Emory, places like Grady, and things like that. Who is your intended audience? This would be adults, obviously, because adults are going to be the ones that will qualify to volunteer at the hospitals. So I'm targeting adults, maybe 21 over. And what opportunity, problem, or issue is your site addressing? Well, the problem of lack of volunteers to help in the neonatal areas of hospitals or to help with people that are transitioning to hospice care and things like that is what I'm trying to address. All right. And what type of content might be included in your site? Well, I'll probably be pointing to the volunteer web pages at different healthcare institutions. I'll probably also have some content about the need for volunteers and how important it is in healthcare to have people that are there to supplement the staff that work in hospitals. And then I'll also probably include some pictures of testimonials, people that have actually had volunteers impact their health performance. I'll probably have some of that there, and all of that will be specified here as content I'll have included in my site. I also will need to find two related or similar sites that I can compare to my website when I create my website, because I want to make sure that I am using them as kind of like a benchmark. If I can improve on them, fine, but at least I need to make sure that I'm considering all of the information that other websites concerning volunteering would usually include. Next, I'm going to start thinking about putting this into action. So now I'm going to write the website goal, again, getting people to volunteer in the healthcare industry. And then to describe the goal of the website, I'll state, basically what I had here to accomplish, that I want to be able to see an increase in the number of volunteers at health institutions, and whatever else I want to say. What results I want to see is, more patients getting the necessary time interacting with an individual to help them recover, to help them through the recovery process, and to list the working title of each page on my website. This is where my sitemap comes into play. So I'll create my sitemap to be able to write down the working title of each page on the website, and then the information that I need would be things like places that have volunteer opportunities, also articles about the importance of volunteering, and then also some of the feedback we've gotten from people that actually benefited from a volunteer interaction. And then where I'm going to obtain the content like facts, text, graphics, sounds, video is after I've already looked for these things that I know I need. I'll have websites, I might have some articles and things like that I'll reference, and I'll have links to them, and then I might have short description of what they are. Once I've done all that work, I'm really just going to have to put the structure up using a wireframe and jotting down on the wireframe where each thing will go that I need as far as the content. And then it's easier to finally start building the website because I can visualize what it should look like at the end. So that's why it's important to do this. While this is not for grade, it's important you take the time to do it because it makes your website building easier and it helps put things in perspective before you even start adding code. So this is why I need you to do this. Now to go to the website sketch sitemap, I can just go ahead and create this, and I'm going to change the orientation of landscape. So I'm going to insert my shapes. I'll use the flowchart shapes. Okay. I'm going to copy this. So I've got 4 others. So I'm just doing the simplest way that you can do it, but there are many ways to do this. So now I can go ahead and add my content. I'm going to call this home. I can probably make this a little bit big. Okay. And then I'm probably going to have something here that says about us. And I could have something here. All right. So if these were the name of my web pages, I'll go ahead and put them here. So I could do a better job, but this will suffice. So this is basically the sitemap that I'll be using. Okay, so once you have all of this done, I'll give you feedback about what you have, and you're pretty much ready to go. So please make sure you get this completed as soon as possible, because you really need to start working on the website. We don't have that much longer before it will be time to present. We will be presenting virtually. We will be creating YouTube videos to present. So you're going to need a free recording software to be able to record your presentation of your website, like I record presentations. There's one called Screencast-O-Matic. I believe it's called Screencast-O-Matic. So you can start looking at this, and once you have your website up, you can create a free account and record your presentation, and then you would upload it to YouTube, and you'll make sure that you share that link with the class on the discussion board that I'll open for the presentation. So you'll share the link, and then everybody will get to see your presentation, and that's how they'll do the peer review and things like that of your presentation. So we'll get to that point later, but for now, let's concentrate on getting the planning analysis done, and then start working on our website. Use what you've learned so far. As we go along, you can add stuff, but use what you've learned so far. And we've learned quite a lot. We know how to do layouts. We know how to do colors. We know how to style different elements using CSS. We know how to add images and so forth. So you can start with that knowledge to create something that is professional and appealing, and then you can improve on it as we learn other things like how to add video and so forth, forms and things like that. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to assist you. I'll see you on Monday at the Marietta campus, Building F, room 1149 for your midterm.